Good morning, cadets. Hope all of you are doing well. So today in this video, I am going to share about database and Dbms introduction, which is the part of the periodic test 2. So this introduction part is there. So in the previous classes, we discussed the program coding. Okay, the program coding part will get more weightage in the periodic test 2, as we discussed the if statement, if else if statement, and after we also discussed the system.out.print statements, and we executed some basic programs, 6 to 8 programs we executed, given the assignment also, and we done the program on the operators also, how the operators will work. So and also I discussed the assignments in the previous chapter as a textbook assignment questions I given. So with all this we are going with the new chapter. So program coding starting only I told it takes a long time. So we completed and you responded very nicely in the last assignment discussion questions in the MS Teams. Today we are coming with the new chapter called Database and DBMS Introduction. I think somewhere you listened these words, database and DBMS introduction. So before going to this, I want to know that from you that anybody know about data and information difference. So you know that these two words are commonly you're listening. So what is the meaning of what is the basic difference of data and information? Whether both are same or there is some difference between these two words? Anyone? Okay, I'm telling that data means it's a raw facts or figures which is not having any meaning. Okay, data means a raw facts or figures which is not having any meaning. Okay, data means raw facts or figures which is not having any meaning to that particular character or particular word or particular number. So when you are making into some meaningful, when you are making the data into some meaningful, that is called as information. When you're making the data into some meaningful content, that is called as information. So how this data becomes in a structure, how to make this data in a structured manner, so that deals with this database. Okay, so this is about the introduction of database. See, when we keep we are listening this database word, इसका usage अगर दिखाने से आप, when I discuss this usage, then you will get to know that okay, at the back end is working it, so that you will get idea, no. Okay, so, but what is database? Let us give the introduction. So see, when we keep a related information in an organized way, it becomes a database. Let us see how. So they are asking the related information in a meaningful or in an organized way, then it is called as a database. I can say that data plus structure forms the database. Okay, a data or information plus structure forms the database. So like I'm making your student database, like student database contains the roll number, name, father name, mother name, and their marks or some admission number. So these are all called particular student के लिए एक ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में और कोई भी कुछ मैनर में उसका सारा इंफॉर्मेशन अगर एक साथ में रहेगा उसको बोलते हैं डेटाबेस. जैसे कि आपका कंसोलिडेटेड शीट आएगा, जैसा मार्क्स का, जैसा क्लास का जितना 10 12 स्टूडेंट्स है, 35 स्टूडेंट्स है, जितना भी है, सो 35 स्टूडेंट्स का सारा डिटेल, दैट इज इसका रोल नंबर, उसका नाम, उसका हाउस और उसका क्या बोलते हैं डेट ऑफ बर्थ और उसका मदर नेम, उसका फादर नेम एंड ऑल द सब्जेक्ट मार्क्स ऑफ द पर्टिकुलर स्टूडेंट इन एंटायर. So that is arranged in a meaningful way and organized way, then it is called as a database. So see how they are telling this. Have you ever stored details of your friends or family birthdays in birthday book? Yes, yesterday there's a previously there it is called as spam book. Spam book में आपका families का, friends का birthday book में आप लोग अपना details share करते हैं. So have you stored the contact details of your friends or families in mobile phone? Yes, mobile phone में आप लोग आपका details अगर share करते हैं. So if all these questions are above questions, yes, then you have already created user database in some form. मतलब अगर आप ये दोनों क्वेश्चन में कोई ना कोई एक किया है, मतलब you worked already with the database in some other form. Okay, not indirectly, in some other form you directly worked. So if you notice here, birthdays were organized in logical order of month, that is month wise, माने month wise के हिसाब से birthdays are organized in such a way, and contact details of your known people in organized in such a way that their first name or surname or from the capital letter, that is from capital letters to small letter, in such a way it is organized. So there itself it's a organized way, so that itself is a database only created. So I don't, database is a related information making in organized way, that is called as a database. So contact details में आप अब जब सेव करेगा, so जैसा कि आप नाम से सेव किया, so they are coming in organized way, So whether you name in the first name or surname, they are coming in organized way from A to Z. So that itself is a database one. Okay. So when you store some type of related information like details regarding to the person such as their name, phone number, email, address, etc. So details related to this particular field such as their ID, their name, address, and doctor assigned in the hospital if you take ailment, etc. So it is a hospital database they telling. अगर hospital में अगर घुसने से patient के एक IP आउटपुट पेशेंट ओपी आईडी एक बनेगा, उसके बाद एड्रेस और नेम और डॉक्टर क्या कौन सा डॉक्टर असाइन किया है, क्या ट्रीटमेंट के लिए आया था. सो दैट ऑल थिंग्स आर अरेंज्ड इन अ पर्टिकुलर वे दैट इज itself is called as a database. So in this chapter you are going to learn the computerized database, especially the software system which manages the database, which is called as a database management system, which is commonly known as a DBMS. So database management system. I think you got the picture from here. So database आप लोग आपका स्टूडेंट डेटाबेस में यूज कर रहे हैं, लाइब्रेरी में यूज कर रहे हैं, सर्च इंजन में यूज कर रहे हैं, और आप लोग का ट्रेन डेटाबेस और गवर्नमेंट में डेटाबेस यूज कर रहे हैं. एंड ऑल्सो of your results, government CBSE का results or school के internal results, they are all we are using the database only. Okay, just by entering your roll number, getting a click on search button, so you are getting the result of that all subjects on the grade wise and point wise you are getting. So that the back end is that is nothing but database only. Like in the case of when you want to search for the like bus tickets, so you can go to the red bus, so searching from source to destination, you are getting the bus list of the different travels. That itself is called as a one database only. Like train ticket reservation from the IRCTC, so you are trying from source to destination. Okay, source to destination के लिए type करेगा, so particular day में you type, so it will get the list of that particular trains which are traveling from that particular source to destination. So if you take the train database, and it's a one best example for explaining the real time database also. So ट्रेन अब चालू करेगा, ट्रेन का जीपीएस के द्वारा से ट्रेन इज एट व्हाट पोजीशन, so how much time it is delayed. So these are all things are maintained by the database only. Okay, so that is the uses of database. So what is database? So just now learn that database is a collection of related data and held together in a organized way. Collection of related data held together in an organized way. So when you are making the some related information in an organized way and structured way, then it is called as a database. So data and information, just now I discussed it. What is the difference between data and information? Data is called raw facts and figures. Data is called as a raw facts and figures which is not having any some meaning. So when you are making some data into some meaningful content, then it is called as a information. So let's see that what they are explaining. Let us understand with the help of example how database are useful and important. Consider the following data items. Recall the data or any words and numbers, images, sounds, etc. without any context. Like here, so they written the number 42 and rabbits 16 under hour, 76 apples 091232 and 400 rupees seaside. So from this any figures or information from you are getting some meaning from there? No. So you cannot make any some meaning from that particular, because they are not specified any headings or they are not specified any meaning to that. So now consider that there are 42 following sentences. There are 42 apples in that box and each one of them has been ripped by rabbits. So the fare of the seaside is 400 and the journey takes 76 minutes by rail, and my telephone number is 091230, call me at 16 hours. So compare it with the above data. This is compiled data, put it in some context. So मैंने ये जो पूरा ऊपर में जो डेटा जो दिया था, so they make into some context. Okay, this information as you are able to get what is being conveyed. So thus when data is put into some context, conveys some meaning, it becomes a information. So इधर ही पता चल रहा है देखो, when you are making the data into some context or some situation or some compile data into some context, then it is called what is being is conveyed from that particular data, then it is called as information. So try to get to know. So data and information. So data means raw facts and figures which is not having without any context, whereas information is making the data into some context which is conveyed, which is used for some conveying, which is being conveyed for what you are being conveyed from the particular data. Okay, so that means that makes that when you are making the data into some context, it conveys some meaning to that particular place, so it becomes information. Okay, so that is what they are telling. See, data means raw facts and figures which is not having any meaning, so without any context, whereas when you are making the data into some context and you are able to get what is being conveyed from that particular data. So that is called as information. So thus, when data is put into some context and conveys some meaning, then it is called as a information. Okay, when you are putting the data into some context and which is specifying some meaning, that is called as information. When you are making the data in the form of raw facts or numbers without any context, then it is called as a data. Okay, the numbers, the raw facts and figures and numbers which is not having any context, then it is called as a data. And the information is nothing but when you are able to convey what is being conveyed from that particular data, or when you are making the data into some context and convey some meaning, then it is called as information. That is the difference between the basic difference between the data and information. Again, I am telling, data means the raw facts or figures which is not having any context. So when you are making the data into some context with some meaning, then it is called as a information. Okay, now database, what is the difference here? Only we'll get the two words, database. Data and information, if you make into some structured way, data and information if you make into some structured way, data and information plus structure, I can say in mathematical form, data plus data oblique information plus structure makes the database. So they are telling that database is nothing but database is a collection of related data which are held together in an organized way and meaningful way. So that is only they are telling. So collection of related data together in an organized and meaningful way. I am making it to mathematical form, that is data or information plus structure makes the database. Okay. So here they conveyed some meaning, but it is not in the proper structure. So in order to make the some structure into the particular data, then we got the concept of called database. See, when you need to store large amount of data so that you can use it for meaningful purpose, you need to organize that data. For example, consider this: an automobile magazine needs to store information about the cars. So should the magazine people write sentence like this? So for example, see, the automobile magazine needs to store some information about the particular cars. So cars ka bare mein they have to write some information in the magazine. How they are keeping their sentences like this? A car with the name EcoSport facelift of the company Ford has maximum power of 110 bhp. So like this, they are making the sentences form. So in order to make, so I'll make into like car name, okay, car name, company, and power. So three columns I make, so three fields I make, and I written that EcoSport facelift, and company name is Ford, and power is 110 bhp. So in order to make the sentence form, a sentence block sentences say we are not getting the complete information meaningfully. If you make into the form of table way, in the form of table way or related relation may, that is field or the particular way, so that is that it is easy to identify what they are conveying. Okay, see, that is on the tendency. An automobile magazine needs to store some information about the cars. So cars ka bare mein they need to store some information in the magazine. So how the magazine people write sentence like this? A car with the name EcoSport facelift of the company Ford has maximum power 110 bhp. Again, see, a car with the name New Gen Verna of the company Hyundai has maximum power of 121 bhp. Again, a car with the name Nexon of the company Tata has maximum power as 108 bhp. A car with the name Sierra facelift of the company Maruti Suzuki has Maruti Suzuki maximum power of as 91 bhp. So what they are conveying is that they are conveying the company name and the type of the model of the particular car they are taking. Okay, Tata Nexon, okay, Hyundai New Gen Verna, so Ford EcoSport facelift. So these are the company and their model name. Okay, so if there are 20 car models to be compared, should they write the 20 items? Yes, see, what if they want to know which car has the maximum power or the minimum power? So writing sentences form dating it, but not the solution. It is not the solution that writing every type sentences from the data is meaningful sentences. It is not the solution. To use data efficiently, you need to organize in some form so that it meaningful as well as useful too. So there is the concept of database arises. So we need to create the database. Let's see how now. So how to organize the data to form the database? See. So put related data part in a single row. So like and put all data in this way, one row per set of related data. All the similar information should come below from below one another. Okay. Example: all car names should come below one another, like make, company, model below one another, and so on. So see, 1, 2, 3. EcoSport facelift. So Ford ऐसा करके दिया था. So column name, it is a model name and it's a company name and it is a speed, the particular speed. So from this you are getting that particular meaning. So here we are able to get identified. So if you give the headings to the particular data, so if you give headings to the particular related data in the rows, then we'll get that what information or what column contains. Okay, like serial numbers we got, then we got the car name, then we got the maker, then we got the power. So from this table you are getting identified that which is having the lowest. So it is clearly that Maruti Suzuki and Ciaz facelift is having the lowest power, and Hyundai new gen Verna is the highest power. So I think you are able to get identified easily rather than the sentences. So डेटा से सेंटेंसेस से हम लोग अगर टेबल फॉर्म में अगर कन्वर्ट करने से easily we can identify that which model which we are able to identify that data, we can grasp the data very easily. Okay, so by this table I can give the table name by proper name. So we are room magazine. So and we written this particular name, we given some field names or column names, then we given the serial numbers, and this I mean, we are getting identified clearly that what is there in this content. Okay, rather than in sentences. So sentences is not the solution in order to make the data into information. So yeah, that is not a feasible solution. For that we are going for the column concept called as a टेबल फॉर्म. सो टेबल का नाम दिया था और फील्ड हर एक का एक कॉलम नाम दिया था, देन वी रिटर्न दैट पर्टिकुलर data in a some meaningful way. So now you got the structure, I think. So if you store just about the fields, field headings stored in the table, it becomes the table structure. Yes, simply it has become the table structure. Example, about table name is VR Room Magazines. Table structure may be written like the field name, this is a field name. Field is nothing but a column name. Again I am retelling, these are the words of the database. So in the database table is called as a relation, and the column is called as a field, and row is called as a tuple. Okay, अब लोग अगर आगे क्लासेस में पता चलेगा. Okay, in a database a table is called as a relation, and a column is called as a field, and the row is called as a tuple. Okay, then type of data it stores. So particular field, what type of data it stores, like in the case of car name, so car name stores the alphabets and numerics, that is alphanumeric it stores. Whereas in the case of maker, and that is maker, and as the company name, it's completely stores the alphabets only. Or in the case of power or the maximum power, it's storing the numbers only. So by this table structure, so before defining the structure, we are able to get identify what are the fields that particular table is going to store, and what type of data that particular field is accepting. So this makes the table structure clearly before our creating of our database, that so what is the table name, and what are the fields our data table contains, and what type of data our field should store. So field is nothing but column. So like in the case of that above table, you see, so the car name contains the both alphabets and numerics. So that's why it is alphanumeric data type. And whereas a maker contains only alphabets. So maker contains only alphabets, then it is clearly mentioning alphabets. So power is also one field is there. So that also storing only numeric. So it is clearly mentioning that what type of data the particular field or column is storing, and what field name, what are the field names or which are being used in our table or the database. Now you all now you have all the data related to cars in that particular table. We are room in magazine. All other related data such as insurance and warranty etc. can be in other tables, and related together tables to be can be stored is called as a table. So here they are given, see, data or information plus structure makes the database, or database nothing but a organized arranging the related information in an organized way. Okay, it's a collection of related data. It's a collection of related data in an organized way. Okay, that from this example you get the table structure before creating the table structure. So what field names are contains, and what are the type of data which that particular field accepting. Okay, so with this we'll get identify that, so that field will occupy this only particular type of data only, so it should not accept the other type of data. Okay, for example, simple database numeric one shown below. So class 7A, roll number, name, address, and contact phone number they given. See, so roll number is all numeric type, and name is alphabets, and address is I can take, we can alphanumeric. Okay, alphabets are numeric, and contact number numeric. So class 7 is a table name. Okay, and we are having the fields roll number, name, and address, contact phone number. So roll number, I given the type of database, that is it is number. The name, the type of data, that is characters or alphabets or string I can say, which we concept of Java programming, a name string. And address is also string type, and contact number is also some integer or long int number. Okay, so see, See in above database, you can see the information in organized way in order of roll number. First row contains all related data of the roll number one. So first row में आप लोग roll number one का ही पूरा देख रहे हैं. Roll number one का नाम क्या है और address कहाँ है, contact phone number. So that is the name, address and the contact phone number of row one all belong to the same person whose roll number is one. Similarly, row two is all related to the roll number two. So in this way, this is organized. A database stores a data or information in tables just like that one you see above. So database में भी जैसा आप लोग जो बनाए table देख रहे हैं, so the same way it will store. Okay. And some more database related terms which you should know. Let us talk about this particular terms. Let us understand. First, you have to look about this particular name. See, so they given the salesman number, first name, surname, and sales made whatever and target this. So this is one sales का एक table दिया था. So these I told these are called as all the column names are called fields, and so this they are showing as a primary key. What is primary key? See, so primary key is a unique key which identifies the entire record. Entire record is nothing but entire tuple or entire row. So every database contains one primary key. Primary key is nothing but one field only, one column only, which is unique and which identifies the entire record or entire tuple or entire row. So tuple or record or row all are same only. So with the help of this primary key, we are able to get first name or surname or sales made, what all things will get. So see what is the primary key and what is field name, what they are explaining you see. So primary key is a unique key, unique for every field, unique for everyone or unique for every row which is made in that particular table, unique for every row, particular row in the particular table. So again I am telling, primary key is a unique key or unique field, a particular row or particular record or particular tuple in the entire table. So entire table may, with the help of this key only, we are able to identify what type of other fields also we can get. Okay, see, so a table stores all the records of particular category. Yes, you know, a record is a related data of one person thing. A record keeps a single row. So that is I told, a record or the row or a tuple is called as a record. So these are the terms of the database. You see, these are the terms of the database. These are the terms of database. These are the terms of these are the terms of database. You see, table, record, field, primary key. So table, record, primary key. Table is nothing but a database में तो सारा information table form में होता है. I can say table is also called as a all records or the all rows which you are making, all in the form of rows and columns. In the form of in the concept of database, table is also called relation. Okay. And a record is a single row inside that particular table is called as a record. Okay, record is also called a single row or it is called as a tuple. Okay, tuple, T-U-P-L-E. Okay, T-U-P-L-E. Tuple is called also record. And field is a column. Field is a one piece or one type of information about the thing or entity. A field is a column. Okay, and then primary key. This is only we are talking about. It is a special field. It is a special field of the table that stores unique value for the record. So that only I telling, the special field or the special key of the particular relation of the particular table which stores the unique values of that particular record. So roll number in the case of in the case of student database, for example, if I create the student database, they shown the salesman database. In the case of student database, if I take तो स्टूडेंट डेटाबेस में क्या फील्ड आपका प्राइमरी की हो सकता है. So roll number is the unique primary key which identifies the entire unique value for the entire record of the particular table. So roll number is unique for everyone. So unique for everyone. बाकी में तो address common हो सकता है due to the brothers और phone numbers में common हो सकता है due to some issues. Okay, due to the same parents. So but roll number is a common for roll number is unique for the particular student database. In the same way, हर एक database में हर एक table में एक key होगा which is a unique key which identifies the entire record easily. So primary key is a unique key or unique field of the table. Primary key is a specific field or the unique field of the table which stores the unique values for the record. So it is a special field, the special column of the table which stores unique values for the record. Okay. See. Database as a group of tables. Database is not just one table. All the related tables are put together to form database as shown in the below. Okay, database is not a single table. It is not a one single table. It's all the related tables together to form the one single database as shown in the diagram. Like so, database they are showing the top of the tree, and then after table one, table two, table three, table two के जो record है, record one, record two nothing but row one, row two, and record के अंदर में field one, field two, field three. So again, see database like customer, employee, supplier, and orders. See, so these are the four different tables, and they form the one database. Database is not just one single table; it is a group of multiple tables related to one another. So, like for example, if I take the table of your in the case of student, so student database में एक में पूरा admission information, that is your roll number, father name or mother name or date of birth और admission number, और उसके बाद आपका जो क्या बोलते हैं एडमिशन का डेट और डेट ऑफ बर्थ, वो सारा डिटेल्स एक इन्फॉर्मेशन में, और एक इन्फॉर्मेशन में आप लोग का मार्क्स रिलेटेड इन्फॉर्मेशन, और एक टेबल में आप लोग का हाउस का इन्फॉर्मेशन, आपको क्या क्या इश्यू किया वो सब, मैंने ये सारा जो है कंबाइन कर सकता है. सो इट इज नॉट ए वन सिंगल टेबल वी कैन से. So database is a group. It is not just a one single table. It is a group of multiple tables related to one each other. Okay. Then what are the uses of database? You see. So with the uses, just I already told in the starting of the table, starting of the introduction only. So database are used. We need to store use data in organized way. So search engine is also one type of database which we are using. Search engine use the databases which stores information about the stored in different web pages. So when you type something or when you type keyboard, it's automatically searches and retrieves the information. So at the end, when you click on that particular information, you are getting retrieving that particular information of the particular web page. There is also a database at the back end. Then school registration record, yes, school registration record, that your name, class, address, which I already told. Then police database which track the criminals and solves crime. So पुलिस का जो फिंगरप्रिंट्स है और पुलिस का डेटाबेस है, कब का एफआईआर बना है और कब का क्रिमिनल का जो रिकॉर्ड है, ट्रैक रिकॉर्ड दे कैन एबल टू कॉपरेट विद अदर पुलिस stations and other police forces also to share their information. Okay, the library database to keep their barcode number of individual library individual book and their other, so which we can get easily borrow from that particular library. Okay, how many are how many given, how many are left, so that all things we'll get to know. Okay, next telephone directory. Telephone directory also one of the example where you maintain all the types of telephone directory में आप लोग का जो पूरा हर एक राष्ट्र में, हर एक राज्य में, हर एक का जो डिस्ट्रिक्ट में उसका जो नंबर्स है, कौन कौन लिया था, वो सारा इंफॉर्मेशन उसका नंबर्स रहेगा. ओके, दीज आर द प्लेसेस वेयर हॉस्पिटल्स में, स्कूल्स में, गवर्नमेंट्स में, पुलिस में, हर जगह डेटाबेस है, आप लोग का पता नहीं चलता है. ओके, आपका सीबीएसई भी यूज करते हैं, जो इतना लाख का स्टूडेंट्स वो बनाता है, जो क्लास 10 और क्लास 12 का जो रिजल्ट है. So class 12 are being made by almost 12 to 13 14 lakhs of the entire year. So पूरा जो 12 lakhs का जो student है, so पूरा जो पूरा जो 12 lakhs का students है, so 12 lakhs का students का database maintain करके just by clicking the single roll number you are getting the results easily. Okay, then why, what are the uses of this database? What contains this database? Database can store very large numbers of records efficiently. Okay, database can store very large number of records, a large number of rows very efficiently. It is very quick, easy to find information as information is stored in organized way. Yes, with the help of this database, as it is organized in such a way, we can retrieve the information, we can find the information very fast. It is easy to add the new data and to edit or delete old data. Yes, so ये database में आप लोग नया कुछ ऐड करना और कुछ alter करना, कुछ edit करना, कुछ delete करना, it's very simple, easy. So and data can be searched very easily in the case of database. So can simply search, we can search or retrieve, both are same. So we can search the data very easily. The data can be stored easily, for example, into data first or first registered order. So data can be stored easily. So data can be stored easily. Okay, data can be stored easily. Which we can store as a multiple records, a large number of data we can store. Okay, and large number of data we can use, and also data can be imported to other applications. As एक database अगर बना है उसको अलग अलग platforms we can import and we can use it for the other purposes also. Okay, and more than one person can access the same database at the same time. ओके, एक साथ में एक डेटाबेस को बहुत सारा जन एक्सेस करते हैं, मल्टीपल एक्सेस दे कैन, वी कैन यूज द मल्टी यूजर सपोर्ट एंड आल्सो वी कैन प्रोवाइड द admin privileges that who are the admin rights and who can access, who are not having authorization to access, that all things we can make. The security may be better than in paper files. Yes, paper files में paper में जो store हुआ है उससे तो far better है. Okay, these are the uses of the database. Okay, I think you got understood this introduction part. Okay, go through this document. So this is also there in the part of this our periodic test too. Okay, so hope all of you understood this database concept. Okay, soon we'll go to the practical. This is the last practical chapter we are going to have. Okay, with the help of the database RDMS, which we are going to use the database software called MS Access, Microsoft Access. Please download the all of more, those who are having the Microsoft Office, they are having the they are must should have the MS Access also. So please download the MS Access, those are having. So we'll do the practical also. Okay, thank you boys, stay safe, stay home, be prepared.